Hey, what is going on, guys? So we're going to be casting this game between Writer here in the blue here at 629 versus Evil Resident 92 in the red at 475. So he's going to be adding that Fiendish Chain, a super meta card. Although I've never really been a fan of it, as you guys know. I just kind of prefer Compulse because if you know what I mean. Because Fiendish Chain, it still leaves the monster there. If it like negated then like destroyed, I think the card would be too good. But yeah. It stops the monster from attacking, but, if you're playing, like, Watch or something where you can attack directly, I guess that doesn't really matter. But, he's going to be setting a monster, so... when you see Fiendish Chain, it's probably something super meta. My guess is, like, a Sangan. Ooh, an Infernities. So, it is kind of an interesting deck. It is getting... Ooh. I don't know why he Fiendish Chained it. He just doesn't want it to attack? Like... Huh, interesting. I don't know if that was the best thing to do, because when someone top deck an Archfiend and then you activate Fiendish Chain, it's a lot better. But we'll see how this plays out. I expect a lot of setting from Infernities. But Infernities are kind of getting a little bit popular just because windups are big, and if you discard their hand, no problem. They don't need a hand, they can just top deck one card. And that is a very, very random Space Typhoon, and he happened to hit Solemn Warning, which is pretty darn good. But let's see what our player in the blue is playing. Okay, so he's going to go Tour Guide. Ooh, and we see an Infernity Barrier come out, so he's just saying no to that immediately. Which I guess, I don't know if that's the best thing to do. I'd rather wait for the card that comes out. But at the same time, sometimes it's okay to just warning immediately, like the Tour Guide. That way they'll have like an off number of Tour Guide targets sometimes, and that can hurt them. But at the moment he should still have maybe two. It depends how many he has in his hand, but yeah. He's gonna go maybe a random space at the end. Oh, a book during the end phase. Okay, so he's going to book his Archfiend, and now is no longer attached to Fiendish Chain. I believe it wouldn't be attached. I know it's continuous. Ooh, a Solemn Warning. So had he flipped it before that MST, he might have warninged it. Because it does have to be face up. So let's see. Ooh, and it is a Plague Spreader. I don't know why you need to keep that thing alive. But... Alright, Infernity Barrier is still a really, really good card. It's an answer to pretty much everything. Even Solemn Judgment. I still have no idea what our player in the blue is playing, but it is something meta. But I don't know why you wanted to keep that Plague Spreader alive. Like, what was the need for that? Especially if you have Tour Guide in your hand. Effective Plague Spreader. Wow, he's just going for it. Maybe he has to make this play though. Let's see what he actually summons. Because there is still two back row. Okay, so he's gonna go for that. And he's gonna make it 5. So he gets the effective Tour Bus. And Tour Bus is a really bad card to draw, and I'm sure any player that plays Tour Bus will tell you it is kind of bad to draw. Because it doesn't really do anything other than, it has the effect to put the card back. Ooh, he's going to go for Librarian, okay. Which, I think that's a great move, definitely. So our player in blue, he knows how to play against Infernities, because Infernities make a lot of synchros, and you'll be able to draw a lot, so that is interesting. I didn't know people really played Librarian anymore, just because there was, like, no room. But Dark Hall is a great answer to that. As, the only other answer would be to get more synchros and get over and overpower a Librarian. Ooh, I'm seeing an Alert of Darkness. I don't know if that's worth it because... Infernities do play quite a bit of Spell and Trap, from my knowledge at least. You gotta play the 3 Barrier, the Launcher, and a lot of backward to be able to set, because if you play too many monsters, you can't set everything, and then your Infernity plays won't be going off. So it's going to banish a Mirage. Oh, he's going to be able to summon a Greffer, though. And so he gets some damage in. Unless we see another Fiendish Chain. I don't think I'd Fiendish Chain a Greffer. I really, realistically, again, I'd just wait until the problem card comes out and then Fiendish Chain that. But I still have no idea what our player in the blue is playing. We see a space come out. He's going to space that card. Ooh, it's a Torrential Tribute, which is a really good card against Infernities, I would say. Ooh, a Dandy. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, people still try to play Plants. I know Pink Reaper still tries to play, but his deck works, though. He plays the Naturia Cherries, which is interesting. Ooh, and a Heavy Star comes out. And that will be basically a plus there. I mean, on the field it looks like it's 2 for 2, but Fiendish Chain is inactive anyways. Ooh, and Launcher, and that's going to hurt quite a bit. Yeah, but he will be making Formula, and it's not like our player in the blue can really, you know, take field control. I mean, he'll get the draw 1. It's the effect to draw. But I mean, our Infernity player will be top decking, but I'd say Infernities have a better chance to top deck than the player in the blue. Ooh, and another Greffer. So we'll just see a Greffer beatdown, which is okay. I mean, you do kind of want to keep it so you have no cards in your hand, and eventually top deck that Archfiend, and then just win just from that Archfiend. Okay. But I think our player did need to do that. Ooh, and a Dark Hole comes out, so that will be a +1 for our player in the blue. He's going to set 1, okay. But yeah, I think he needed to set that Infernity launch in the beginning. I mean, normally, he had the barrier, and he really needed to get rid of that Tour Guide, I think. I mean, had he not got rid of that Tour Guide, that might have been problematic for him. It's getting quite interesting. I don't know any set cards that you'd set in Infernities other than Necromancer, so, I mean, that could be the card that is face down. We'll find out. Ooh, we're moving a Light and Dark. See a BLS? Ooh, or I don't think Chaos Sorcerer, maybe? Ooh, BLS, and I think he should remove that. I definitely would not attack. Oh, he's just going to go for the attack. I mean, yes, you get the extra damage in, but in the off chance... Oh, it's just an Avenger. But yeah, removing an Avenger is pretty darn good as well. So, our player basically needs to respond. And I guess that face down card, I mean, if it was a Spirit Reaper, I mean, there's nothing to subtract out of his hand anyways. So it could still be a Spirit Reaper. Or like maybe a Sangan. I mean, if it was Sangan, I would have flipped it and attacked. You know, just get some extra damage in. And why not? Because, as you guys know, he still can't attack for game this turn. Unless he's able to summon something. Oh, and a Mirror Force comes out. If it was a Sangan, it wouldn't really matter there. 1, so Infernity players just waiting to top deck something and then really take field control after that 1 top deck, as long as that is able to be summoned, or I mean, Launcher is at 1, so ooh, a Street Patrol here. Ooh, and a Solemn Warning immediately comes out of that. But our player in the blue still has an advantage of 1 card, because he's got 3, and then when our player in the red draws, he'll have 2. Oh, she's going for that Allure. I don't know what our player in the blue is playing either. But... Ooh, TG's? So maybe TG... I mean, Danny's just, I guess, something he's just running. I'm not... I mean, I guess you could still play like Lone Fire, but the thing is, Lone Fire would only have like Dandy as a target, or Naturia Chairs if you're playing that. So he's checking his graveyard. So maybe he has Reborn. If he has Reborn, it'd be pretty darn good. Oh, he's just going for the summon of Archfiend. That's why I really thought that. I mean, I don't know why he would warning this. I mean, it has an okay effect, but yeah. And from here on out, the Infernity player is going to go off. So let's see what he ends up going for. Let's see if he makes Void Ogre Dragon, which is a new card that came out, and its effect is it's Xian's effect when you have no cards in your hand, and it also is 3,000 attack, so it's not bad. Um, so he will be able to go off right now. I'm sure if our player had warning, he would have definitely activated it. And, I mean, he's got barrier, so he should be set to go. But if there's a face down Spirit Reaper, it could prove to be a problem for him. Ooh, he's not going to go all out. Or maybe he doesn't have the ability to go all out. But, yeah. Or I guess he doesn't have any Infernity targets, perhaps. So he's flipping Raikou. Oh, he's saying wait. Okay. Is he just gonna activate like Threatening Roar? I mean, he could barrier this. Oh, he didn't grab his card. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, at that point, because he did special summon. Because he summoned Archfiend and then added the barrier. Okay, so he's going for it. And he's just trying that Archfiend. I'm curious why he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't really need to barrier it, but. We'll see, a Mind Control. And if he takes this Archfiend, there no longer can be any barriers activated. Oh, he's in a Solemn Dodge. So he has Solemn Dodge plus 2 barriers, so he's pretty darn good. But yeah, perhaps he wanted to leave the Raikou in attack mode, but definitely that will be barriered, or whatever he synchros up for will be getting barriered. So let's see what he goes for. I mean, I'd go for Dandelion. He's going to, okay, so yeah. He will use barrier on that. And I think our Infernity player is just too set up. Yeah, our player realized he couldn't win. But yeah, as you guys can see, I think that the reason why our player in the blue lost was there was no reason to warning the Street Patrol or Phoenix Chain the Archfiend when, you know, it was just an 18 beater. Like, it didn't do anything. Yeah, but let me know what you guys would have done. I personally would have just waited until like an Archfiend to warning that, because what did Street Patrol do? It didn't really do anything. It was just a beater. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.